Hi guys, welcome back on board of the Crypto Cruise. It's me, Chris, and today we're going to talk about Dogecoin, what Dogecoin is all about, what makes it unique. We're going to talk some chart analysis, Dogecoin compared to the dollar, Dogecoin compared to the Bitcoin chart as well. We're going to talk some traditional markets, such as S&P 500, where they're heading this week. Potentially, are they hitting all-time high this week? And of course, today's video, we're going to start with the Bitcoin chart as we always do. So let's see what the chart is telling us. So let's get started, guys. Let's just start with the Bitcoin chart, as I've said. And I mean, we are in a raging bull market, as I've established in my previous videos. Uh, we were able to smash through that resistance, as you can clearly see, that we've acted twice as resistance in 2021, in April and November of 2021, at price of around 64 or 69,000. November last year was a monstrous month. From price of around 66,000, we went all the way to almost 100,000. We had a little bit of a pullback, and then in December of last year, we managed to go above 100,000 to 108,000, and we had a little bit of a correction. And I've told you guys, we are basically correcting, and we've been consolidating above this previous resistance line, and we actually formed bullish megaphone pattern, hitting up lower lows and higher highs, as you can clearly see. And I've told you right here, price of around 88, 89,000. I've told you I'm not going to be surprised at all if by the end of the month we start hitting price of above 110,000. And that's exactly what we're doing right now. Yeah, it definitely looks bullish. As I've said, I'm not going to be surprised if the coming days. I mean, we already hit all-time high yesterday, hitting price of just below 110,000. And I think we're going to have the continuation of the trend and potentially going to start hitting prices of above 110, potentially even 120,000 by the end of the month. This is something in the chart. This is not just wishful thinking. If we zoom out, we clearly see we're in a raging bull market. So like I've told you, corrections actually in a bull market, they're actually bullish, meaning they're for buying. Now, when it comes to S&P 500, I've been nothing but right since I launched my channel. Yeah, pretty much has been playing out the way I've anticipated. Since I launched my channel right here, we had an ABC correction, the way I've told you, 10% on the downside, and then V-shaped recovery. I started testing its previous all-time high price of around 5,660. And the V-shaped recovery, I mean, it was my very first video. Everything has been documented. It's right there, and it's been playing out perfectly. Yes, once we hit an all-time high, we had a little bit of a pullback to this previous resistance line, acted twice as resistance. We turned it into support, and then we had more continuation of the trend, as I've told you. And once we start hitting price of above 6,000, and that's what we did, 6,100. I've told you I anticipate a little bit of a correction. We formed a descending triangle pattern, and I've told you I'm not going to be surprised if we drop to prices at around 5,670, 5,700. We didn't go all the way to 5,000 to below 5,700, but we still managed to break down. We hit prices of around 5,770, and I've told you then I anticipate a huge bounce for continuation of the trend, because as I've said, we're in a bull market right now. This bounce back is been playing out to a T perfectly, and right now we're at prices. Today we hit price of around 6,300, 6,036, and we were able to take out this top that we formed in 6th of January, a price of around 6,021. So we're already forming the reversal for the continuation of the trend on the upside. We're taking out this local. Potentially, I'd like to see at least by the end of the week, we start hitting price of above 6,050. And from that moment on, I'm not going to be surprised if we blast and we start testing prices of above 6,250. And why 6,250? Because right here, as you can clearly see, we have a reverse head and shoulders. and the price target should be measured from the head to the bottom. The price target should be above 6,250. Potentially something like that can play out by mid of February, or at least quarter one of this year, February, March. But let's see how this thing is going to play out. But I just want to establish that we're in a raging bull market when it comes to S&P 500. Bitcoin looks extremely bullish as well. And I've told you, Dogecoin, some of the altcoins will be able to outperform Bitcoin, and potentially Dogecoin is one of those coins. It's one of those coins. Now, if you concentrate, I mean, Dogecoin is just a meme coin, but there's a lot of hype behind it, and it has like a huge following. And of course, Elon Musk is behind it, and it can play quite a vital role in Trump's administration since he became a president. So it's definitely worth to have a look of what Dogecoin is doing. But definitely, I'm anticipating higher prices for Dogecoin. Now, when it comes to the market cap, at the time of recording, the market capitalization is around 55 billion, and the total supply, so basically the circulating supply, is around 150 billion. So in order for Dogecoin to reach $1, which I think potentially will go, then we need market cap valuation of around 150 billion. Of course, anything I say in this video, it is not a financial advice, it's for pure entertainment purposes. And before you do anything, do the diligence and make your own research, because as I've said, this is not a financial advice, and anything I'm saying in this video, it is not a financial advice. So if, let's say, basically Dogecoin go to $1.50, potentially to $2, but $2 can be a little bit of an overstretch, because that'll be around 300 billion market cap. But I think Dogecoin can easily go to 220, between 220 250 billion, around $1.50, potentially to $2. I'm not gonna be surprised. We need to take out this all-time high that we formed in 2021. I think we went above 80 billion, almost 100 billion, like 4 years ago. So yeah, this time we can definitely test prices market cap valuation of around 250. Now, when it comes to Dogecoin compared to USD, this is something in the charts that I'm looking for. So basically, we from September we've been on an upper trend line, but from mid of October, Dogecoin was around 10 cents, mid of October, and by basically mid of November, we went all the way to 50 cents, so 5x in a matter of a month. Right now, we are forming this symmetrical triangle pattern, and usually we had that in late December, early January of 2021. We had another symmetrical triangle here, February, March of 2021. And every time we go on the upside. Not only that, but we basically smashed through all the resistance. We smashed through this resistance line that acted twice as resistance in October of 2022, and then again in March of 2024. We smashed through resistance. I've told you we went around 5x in a matter of a month. Now we're consolidating above this resistance line. We turned into support. We are forming a symmetrical triangle pattern, and if we break on the upside, we can potentially go quickly and test price of around 75 cents. It is previous all-time high. I mean, this is just something that just, guys, this is not wishful thinking. Let's see how this thing is going to play out. Of course, anything can happen. Like if this it doesn't play out the way I'm anticipating, and from this symmetrical triangle, we actually broke down and potentially go below this resistance line, and potentially this resistance turn into support, and then Dogecoin can easily go to lower prices. That's also a possibility, but if you're asking me, I don't see that happening. This is not my anticipation. This is not my prediction. My prediction is actually for Dogecoin to go further on the upside, potentially broke above this symmetrical triangle pattern, go test this resistance line and its previous all-time high price of around 74 cents. And if we go and manage to go above it and break all-time high, and we have a full price discovery, potentially come back for a little bit, and from 74, 75 cents, we can quickly double in price, and potentially, I've told you, price of around 150 for Dogecoin by quarter two of this year, let's say April, May, it's not gonna be the most surprising thing in the world, considering all the facts that I've established in today's video, including the S&P 500. The Bitcoin chart looks extremely bullish, and Dogecoin chart also looks extremely bullish. Now, when it comes to Dogecoin compared to the Bitcoin chart, that's I mean, we've been into this falling wedge that we actually, as I mentioned earlier, we managed to break above it. Right now, we're just consolidating above this resistance line, and the price target, since we've already broke above it, we can potentially test these prices. But even if we don't go all the way here, let's just say we go here, that's still at least 3x from what it is now, and 3x multiply, and that's in Bitcoin terms. So this can be potentially at least 4 x from the price of Dogecoin. So the price of one Dogecoin is around 37 cents. Multiply 3-4x, that's again another confirmation that we can potentially go price of above $1 to $1.50, and potentially even higher in the next few months for Dogecoin. It's not only the hype, but structurally, when we're just looking into the chart analysis, Dogecoin looks like has some more upside momentum and will blast the move on the upside. But let's see how this thing is going to play out. It's interesting for me to find out as well. Once again, guys, thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate all the support. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please do it. It's for absolutely free. And of course, if you want to subscribe to my Patreon and get my 2 books, the Crypto Guidebook and the Art of Chart Analysis of how to become a sophisticated trader, and basically how yeah, and gain quite a lot, quite a lot of knowledge in the art of chart analysis, which I think will be quite useful for you, not only right now, but for the years to come. Of course, with that subscription comes exclusive content with the most underappreciated, undervalued coins in the crypto universe. Some of them 50, 100x potential. Of course, that's not a financial advice. Once again, thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate all of you, and we'll see each other later on. Goodbye.